Oh no, I think the music might have been muted. Anyway, figure 90s Riot Girl is definitely what Kathy Rain would be listening to. Look at the audio levels. Okay, now looks like everything's getting audio. Oh, here you go. Classic one. Also, Veruca Salt on this playlist. La Tigra. All right, it is time to solve the Soothsayer case with Kathy Rain 2. This one I've been waiting for a while. Um, and then they just like randomly announced the release date was now. um, but yeah, this one's been on the wish list for a little while. Just finished Kathy Rain 1 not that long ago. And the first part was awesome. Um, really great at walking that line of supernatural spookiness like X Files, where you still have a little sliver of deniability plus a little sliver of unexplainability, and it just they did a really good balance with that. And expecting nothing but awesomeness from the next one. Um, I do want to let it keep playing, but we'll mute the music. Oh wait, no, I actually have to. If I just muted an OBS, I can still hear it. That doesn't work. We'll do it there. There we go. 'Cause Kathy Rain's got her own music. Also, time for some amazing pixel art too. The first one had some great pixel art going on. Do we not get controller support with this one? We get no new controller. It says until mouse is clicked. No, we can have the subtitles fade out. Well, dang. Guess we're playing old school. I was expecting to have a controller because Kathy Rain 1 had controller support, but maybe that'll be that wasn't like a director's cut update, so maybe there'll be a update to it. Well, we might need keyboard, but we will for sure need a mouse. All right. New game. We highly recommend playing Kathy Rain before Kathy Rain 2. Do you want to see a recap of Kathy Rain Director's Cut? Yes, we want to see a recap. We did play it not that long ago. But yeah, let's see a recap. Which had a great story.
In
Did like the story a
1995,
lot.
my grandfather died in Conwell Springs, my hometown. I returned for the funeral after being away since childhood.
Oh, we gotta click. Okay, hold on. I'm just making sure. All the volumes on everything are turned down.
In 1995,
Okay.
I returned for the
thought we-
funeral after being away since childhood.
Thought we might be
I
able to
learned
turn
that
it
my
over or
grandpa
something.
had been investigating strange occurrences surrounding a mysterious presence in the forest. However, something happened to him in the woods, putting him in a vegetative state for over a decade.
Now, that's where the supernatural comes in, because he was investigating those red orbs out there, and it seemed like his, I don't know, they made it seem like his spirit detached from his body or something, and went in like a alternate reality or something, or like the afterlife or something. It's hard to kind of walk that line.
I learned that my grandpa had been investigating strange occurrences surrounding a mysterious presence in the forest. However, something happened to him in the woods, putting him in a vegetative state for over a decade.
Okay, I thought there was going to be
To solve
another.
this mystery,
'cause
I
there's
teamed
two
up
pictures.
with Eileen Summers, my college roommate. A Christian nerd and
Well,
a biker
she kind of teamed up
badass.
with us.
It was a match made in heaven.
They did make a good team, though. But yeah, she was a bit stalkerish.
A local church turned out to harbor a secret cult worshipping the malevolence
You didn't
in the
get the
woods,
3 orbs.
referring
There's
to it
another
as
circle
the
up here.
old god.
That's a. And people are getting high on this plant. So
An
it's like,
endangered
were they
hallucinogenic flower.
were
the
they in
red
an alternate
scythe,
reality,
was
or were they
somehow
high?
connected to the old god's power.
This dude?
As we came closer to the truth, a servant of the old god made himself known in dreams and visions. The Crimson One, a scheming trickster.
We're just coming right out and saying it like he's a agent of an old god. Okay. Mystery solved. Whoa.
Things came to a head when the priest of the corrupt church, Isaac Price, abducted Eileen, intending to offer her to the old god. I managed to track them down and have Isaac thrown in jail, but Eileen was in a catatonic state.
This damn
and was
puzzle
about to
with its
suffer
wording.
the same fate as my grandfather.
It's puzzle head wording where it was like contact with our flesh or whatever, and it was like the wording could be interpreted in a few ways.
I continued
And I
alone
interpreted it the
and
wrong
found
way.
my way into a great field of red scythes in the depths of the forest. Greeted by the Crimson One, I descended into the old god's bizarre realm, a place straddling the line between the physical and the otherworldly. The powers of that place tried to break me.
It's crazy.
My
This was
past
awesome.
trauma was manifested and turned against me, including my shadow, an evil doppelganger. I defeated these foes and emerged back into the real world. As I left Conwell Woods, I set the flowers ablaze to eradicate the evil at its root.
To get the entire town high.
In my absence, Isaac Price took the coward's way out in his jail cell. When I returned, Eileen had awoken. She was safe. It was time for us both
Eileen
to
went
go
woke.
back
Oh
home.
man. She was Christian, now she's all woke. This game is intended for mature audiences and contain graphic depictions of horror, explicit violence, suicide, and other disturbing imagery. Viewer discretion advised. Press any key. Oh, I didn't have to read it so fast. It was waiting for me to press a button. Look at that pixel art. May 20th, 1998. A very good year for movies. Yeah. Couldn't name a specific movie that came out that year. I just know a lot of good movies came out in the 90s. Uh-oh.
We're closed.
Oh,
For fuck's sake.
hello. Do I have to, WASD around? Like a peon who can't have a controller.
Hey, kid.
Oh, Lucas.
Gee, what happened to you? Looks like somebody's been through the ringer.
You should mind your own business, old man, before I bring up your ex-wife.
Hey, now, I'm just looking out for a former student of mine. You're always my business.
Oh, I bet
Oh,
I
I
am.
see a kitty cat.
That's the only way a has-been like you could ever stay relevant.
Ha! Yeah, that must be it. Now, you gonna invite me in and just let me stand here like an asshole?
Cassidy,
come
the
in then.
city that we're in.
You want some coffee?
I got enough, old sis, thank you very much. That brew you make is rancid.
Oh,
It's enough
I
to
did
kill
that
a
on
plant.
purpose. I wanted to do detective work, not dumb chores like some airbrained secretary.
Feigning incompetence, huh? Clever move.
I guess so. I just wish that shrewdness of mine could make me some money.
There's my segue. Did you hear the news on the Soothsayer?
I never took you for a sucker, Lucas. This is Cassidy. There's no way that reward is legit.
You're wrong. Mayor Adams is different. He's the real deal.
And you know this how exactly?
Well, because it just so happens that I was hired to find dirt on the guy. I got nada. Zip. He's a total Boy Scout.
Whatever. We're still talking about a serial killer. Do I look suicidal to you?
Kinda. You passed out at noon, stinking of booze, and that eviction notice hanging over your head isn't doing you any favors.
That's none of your concern. I'm handling it. I just need a goddamn case. A normal case. Free of homicidal maniacs.
Don't know what to tell you, kid. Things are looking kinda dry on that front, you dig?
Oh, God. Please don't try to sound hip, Lucas. Your Dick Tracy imitation is cringeworthy enough.
Like our cursor is the Thundercats
always
logo.
pawn
It's
off
pretty
that
awesome.
bike of yours. Buy you another month or two.
Tell him, Mildred. Lose the Catmobile?
It's
I'd
been a
rather
little
chop off my
uppity
left
since
tit.
I may be a has-been, but I'm fairly sure that self-mutilation won't do you much good. A couple $100K, on the other hand.
I love money just as much as the next girl, but I mean,
Come on,
Oops.
one more
Didn't mean to
case,
click.
for old time's sake. 50-50 split. How could anyone beat my rugged charm
50-50,
and your
what?
youthful vigor?
Lucas, we both know you're about as charming as a clown at a funeral. And the last time I saw my vigor was 3 tequila bottles ago.
All right. I know what I'm beating. I'll drop it.
Look, Thanks for the tip. I might actually take a shot at that bounty, but you need to accept that we're not a team anymore. We had
Aw.
a good run, but I have my own thing going. Look, see?
Poor Lucas.
My name is on the frosted glass and everything.
I can respect that. You're not allergic to a little quid pro quo from time to time, though, are you?
Now, that I can do. That's how the world works anyway. It's all just an endless circle jerk of quid pro fucking quo.
I don't quite see things that way. But my door is always open if you'd like to discuss the case.
Sure. May the best woman win.
You telling me I'd look good in a dress? Later, kid.
Bye, Lucas.
Well, I mean, just close up that trench coat and let's see. It's pretty long. Journal time. The Soothsayer.
Well,
Thundercats.
it's not like I have anything better to do. I should have information on the Soothsayer somewhere in this room.
Somewhere. I left some information. Do we not? Oh, we point and click. We don't need the keyboard. We might have to type something to hang on to the keyboard. Stuck drawer. Camera. We probably need that.
I should grab this in case I need to snap some shots.
That's what I said. Oh, that's her, got the logo on her jacket. Wild. Bug answering machine. It's not not flashing, so.
Just outdated casework. Can't bring myself to take them down.
Safe books.
The city we're in, unfortunately.
Oh, you don't like the city? Oh, newspaper rack. That's gonna have news about the Soothsayer, right?
Yeah. Maybe there's something about the killings in these papers.
They had to have reported about something, right?
All right. I found a few interesting articles about the most recent murder.
That was quick. Deborah Sinclair. Soothsayer targets best-selling author. Ooh, interesting. So the Soothsayer went after an author? Soothsayer best-selling Cassidy killer kills hits high-profile victim. At age 49, the one and only Deborah Sinclair was tragically taken from us. She was stabbed to death on May 8th. And then... But what else is here? Dock strikes continue. Sources. No signs of break-in. Nothing stolen. Acute blood loss caused a sharp force trauma. Someone was stabby. Rose Taylor stabbed to death in her home. 5 victims in 3 months. Police chief had no comment. Oh, plumbing repair. Mural finished. Weaving a visual narrative. Final Cassidy mine closed. Huh. Pest control. Science fair winners announced. Ooh, Bright Young Minds in the science fair. Maria Chin. Water purification device. Cool. Deborah Sinclair. Bodies at City Morgue, obviously. So this was the very last death. Turbo dealer. An historic statue vandalized. What? With anarchist propaganda. Wearing link to the ever-growing sprawl. Cassidy's equivalent of Los Angeles' infamous Skid Row. Oh. Thank you for talking about that. So something in the sprawl going down. West Side power outage last night? Huh. Did you use a power outage for your cover?
All right. I think that's everything I've got on Deborah in here. When I'm ready to leave, I should be able to learn more about the other victims at the library.
Deborah Sinclair. But first, Mildred.
Who's the best fluff ball? Couldn't
Mildred.
agree more.
It's a nice portrait you have, Mildred. We'll take the bottle
Thanks
of tequila.
for the headache, you Mexican jerk. Empty. All this gumshoe has left to pawn is her dignity.
Anything in the
Various
books?
reference books and technical manuals. An article in the Chicago Tribune about the Whitmore affair.
Whitmore affair.
My big breakthrough case last year.
Oh.
I've been meaning to get it framed, but I've been too busy with important things. You know, like drinking alone. My private investigator's license issued last year. I was worried how Lucas would react, so I applied for it behind his back. I couldn't have been more wrong, though. That old fart has been nothing but supportive since then.
Nope.
My radio, with a built-in cassette player.
Cool.
I prefer the quiet
Although
right
by
now.
now you should have a CD player.
Mildred's abode.
Oh, there's a living area. Cool.
Nah, I'll live with my current face.
I'll live with my current face.
Useful things for when the Catmobile needs a tune-up.
Cat
Keeps
clock.
me in perfect timing.
Oh, you might need that makeup brush for something.
This might be useful.
We'll need that for a puzzle like 3 hours later.
Ugh, don't make me hurl. I'm way too hungover for coffee.
Wait, are you talking to me? Can you
no
break
time
the fourth
to do
wall?
the stupid dishes. I've got a case to solve. I better not open that. Wouldn't want the mold to spread. A postcard left by Jimmy Cochran, that strange old geezer I met at a mental institution a few years ago. He was discharged a year after we met, and for some reason he seems to think I had something to do with it.
You have a stalker, cool.
It's a photo I took of the West End Bridge here in the city back in the day. Teenage Kathy had one of those artsy photographer phases. Nah, no fun alone and sober. I better put that away later, for Mildred's sake. That little rascal has proven that, yes, cats can get drunk. Manhunt.
Mildred takes after
I
her
prefer
mom.
their old material, but their latest album wasn't half bad.
Manhunt.
Oh, Cryptic Chaos. Can't wait till they're back in town. Maybe later. The red one goes better with this set. I shouldn't need to bring that. There's storage on the bike if I need it.
Gonna take a
I
nap?
wish, but if I don't shape up and get some work done, I'm gonna end up sleeping somewhere way less comfy.
What about this gigantic lava
Yeah.
lamp?
I figured the room needed some extra groove.
Kathy will automatically go to bed, don't worry.
My walk-in closet. It's a real mess in there. I better not open the door, or I'd risk spilling all sorts of shit out here. Standard electric oven. Barely used.
I guess that's everything. Although there was a photo there. Is that her and Eileen? Hold on.
Eileen and me. Before Rain investigation started going downhill. We worked great together, didn't we? I wish things didn't have to go the way they did. Still same old Cassidy, City of Gleam.
Ooh, spice.
Various spices and condiments gathering dust.
That's me.
Uh-oh. That's quite a tequila face you got there, Kathy.
I think that pixel art looks good. So I wonder what happened with her and Eileen. It seems like it's going to be a big mystery. I'm sure it's going to be like they dated or
What
something.
bills? Never saw those. Nope, no siree.
Didn't see those bills. What are you talking about? Cool. Seems we are off to library.
Ugh, plenty of bad memories from this place. Being forced here for school was the worst. The old librarian lady was the meanest hag you could imagine, and she had it out for me from the start. A plaque with some prominent donors. Interestingly, Deborah Sinclair is listed here. So apparently if there's a fire,
He's the
I'm
killer.
supposed to run through those gigantic double doors 10 feet away. Phew, I'm saved. Nah, I got one at home.
You want to take a free umbrella? Come on.
No thanks. Ballet is not my kind of scene.
You'd have to lure you away from your desk. Ooh, magazines.
I need some help, please.
Of course. How can I be of assistance?
I'm looking to find some information on the Soothsayer.
Ah. Quite a few people have taken an interest in that case lately.
That's so. Well, I'm not scared of a little competition. So, you got anything for me?
Yes. I would direct you to the microfilm viewer at the end of the hall. We have full scans of all of the major newspapers dating all the way back to the 50s.
Perfect. I should be able to browse those for some articles about the
Well,
murders.
Indeed.
Hold on, how long has he been
If I may
active, though?
ask, what is your own interest in the case?
You probably heard there's a reward, right? I'm a PI, and money is tight, so...
I see. I suppose we each have our own ways to make a living.
Well. Fine then.
Thanks. I'll come back if I have more questions.
Very well. Good luck.
A bunch of magazines. Mostly celebrity gossip, it looks like.
Oh, shame. Here, using the microfilm thing. Is that what I need? Oh, here we go.
Microfilms containing images of scanned newspapers. They're organized by calendar date. Microfilms containing...
Guess maybe we need to find what dates we need in the first place. It's for a book. Oh, that's just book search. Guess I don't have the internet yet.
Microfilms containing images of... It's one of those advanced microfilm viewers.
Advanced.
I'll need to insert a microfilm to use that.
Can I just look up like Soothsayer in general? Huh.
If I need a book, I should use the computer.
Huh.
one more thing.
Yes?
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair?
Quite a bit. Do you
Ooh.
have a more specific line of inquiry?
What kind of books did Deborah write?
She dabbled in many different genres over the years, but her main bulk of work could probably be defined as horror, mystery, or a combination of the two.
Ooh.
Afflicted, Dead Ends Meet, and the Jenny Payne trilogy are some of her most well-known titles.
Huh, okay. Was she working on a new book when she died?
I believe so, yes.
Well, probably. I mean, that was
but
her
I
job.
don't have any details to share.
I mean, unless she was planning on retiring.
Was Deborah a popular author?
Oh, yes. Even before her death. Afterwards, her popularity has reached astronomical levels.
I can imagine. Borrowing one of her books now is out of the question, right?
Correct. 6 months wait minimum.
Yeah, I figured.
All right.
What do you
Anything
know
about the private
Deborah's
life?
private life?
She had quite an interesting life. Adopted as a child, and her adoptive father, Sebastian Willis Sinclair, was an accomplished author in his own right. Deborah's birth mother was a young homeless woman, and her father was a Native American. Deborah spent much of her life trying to track down her biological father, unsuccessfully. Perhaps in some part due to her roots, Deborah's books have often contained subject matter inspired by Native American religion. She was childless and unmarried when she passed away. Rumors say she was gay, but God knows tabloids are quick to jump to conclusions. I don't think she
It's
ever
like they sure
clarified
do
that
jump to
matter with the
conclusions
public.
about me.
If you are curious to learn more, I would highly recommend her acclaimed autobiography, Unbound.
Oh, I might check that out. Thanks for the information. What do you know about the murder?
I believe she was killed at her writer's retreat, stabbed to death. The police say the MO was similar to the other victims, with the shattered mirror and all that.
Where's this writer's retreat located exactly?
There's an area called Bear Creek, just on the border of the national park. Sinclair owned a small cabin there.
All right, got it. That's a decent drive, so I think I'll head out there tomorrow.
Ooh, location added.
Thanks. I'll come back if I have more questions.
Very well. Good luck.
What do you say that book was? Unbound? Oops. Oh. Deborah Sinclair, Stephen Collins, publication date unavailable.
Anything I print should appear here. I think that includes printouts from that microfilm viewer at the end of the hall. Okay, let's see here. It would take ages to look through all the microfilms since the killings began, so maybe I can figure out on what date the murder prior to Deborah's occurred. Hopefully I can deduce the date of the previous murder from the articles I picked up at the office. When I have a good date written down, I can view the corresponding microfilm and look for useful information. Alright, I've got a date written down. I can use that to find the corresponding microfilm. It's one of those... No. I don't think this date I've got written down is good. I can't
Well,
waste
dang.
time by checking every date. I should look for the date of the previous murder in the sequence before I browse the microfilms.
On May 8th. So she was attacked on May 8th. No items were taken. Similar. That's random this crime strikingly similar to the original casualty, the Soothsayer, Rose Taylor. 5 victims in 3 months. What is today's date? Hold on. Well, it said May 8th, right? Yeah, May 8th, and then the past 3 months. So we got May 8th. Oh, interesting. Let's try Valentine's. I mean, that seems kind of...
No.
Oh, you just want not just any case, but the one that's just prior to this one.
No.
Oh, man.
I don't think this date I've got written down is good.
We'd have to get the exact right date. So I thought it would be tied to the moon phase or something. So I can't write down like at least a couple dates.
No.
Hmm.
I don't think this date I've got written down is.
Adams gave the following statement on May 11th. This mystery finally adorns a city center weaving visual narrative. 5th victim. Oh. That's the previous victim, Jane Doe, slain on the publication anniversary of Storm Chaser. Oh. I was trying to just do math and get like a general area. Hello, Storm Chaser. 425. Oh, it is with the moon phase. Cool.
Yeah,
With the
this
full
date should be
moon.
good.
Or is that
I'll
a
search
new
through a
moon?
week or so of microfilm, starting from the date I've written down.
Is that new
Hopefully
moon
I
or
can find
full
some
moon?
useful information on the previous victim.
Probably full, I would think.
Yes, there we go. I'll have these printed. Alright, rinse and repeat. I should try to determine the previous microfilm date based on the information in these new pages. That way I can make my way back from article to article, victim to victim, until I get all the way to the first murder. Let's see here.
Well. Soothsayer burns Jane Doe alive. Oh, wow. Moon Lotus Massage and Spa. Moon, in case you didn't recognize the moon reference. Infamous Soothsayer has cranked up the heat. Oh, come on. Who wrote this? This lady got burned alive. We don't need cranked up the heat on this killing spree. Young woman, early 20s. Night of April 25th. That's horrible. Lack of struggle. Ed Cassidy Chief. Dirt Race Extravaganza. Ooh. Cassidy Dust Rally. Oh, the event takes place over the course of 3 days starting on May 1st. Might be important. This day was April 25th. Here's Edgar Mitchell, police chief. Jay Miller, there's the killer. This may have been 18 years old. Occurred within the greater Cassidy area over a period of 3 months. Local to the area. Soothsayer Task Force. Following passage. As of May 1st, the so-called will be investigated by dedicated task force. Oops. What tells us some info? Oh, Jane Doe.
I know where Constance Hill is, but that's a fair distance from the city. Better save it for tomorrow. For now, I'll put Jane Doe on hold and see what I can find about the previous murder victim.
New location added. That was just on the 8th. Just to be curious.
No. I don't think this date I've got written down is good.
Oh. See issue 842. How do I highlight this? Issue number 842. Maybe I can look it up like a book. Cassidy's son.
Microfilms containing images of...
Oops. Yeah, the Cassidy son. Oh. This is issue 845. 842. Be 3 later. These coming out weekly news. Okay. So we need to go 3 weeks back. Oh, nope, not the computer. So, April 29, and we're going 3 weeks back. So the 8th?
Yes, this should be the right date. Let's see here. Okay,
So
let's have a look.
one was stabbed, one was burned. Stages suicide for a prolific deacon. Huh. It's kind of similar to what happened to the religious guy in the first one. Moe's Pawn Shop. Third member, age 51. Just say that the death occurred on April 3rd. Arriving the Lone Star. Oh, amusement park? Do we get to go to an amusement park? That'd be awesome. Under the park's past, including tragedy, we see opportunity to create a safe, modern attraction. Oh, somebody died. Somebody's kid died at the amusement park. And now they're a serial killer for revenge. And we get to have a big climax in the amusement park. Chief of police phone's hacked. What? So-called freakers hijacked the phone line. Prank called the chief of police last week. Police raid on the Cyber Shack Internet Cafe. Linked to 3 murders, circular on the loose. 2 killings in 2 months. Involved. Source had the following say somebody else was involved. The positioning of the body and other logistics don't add up. If he was alone? Huh. Of Eric Holloway, postman who met his demise on the ominous full moon night last month. Full moon night last month. Scribing member, yeah, we totally read about all that stuff.
I'll make sure to look into that church later and maybe find the address. For now, let's move on to victim number 2.
So that happened on April 8th, and it said the full moon last month. So this a guy?
I'm on the right track with this date, but I think I've got the full moon and the new moon confused.
Oh, so that's what I was asking. Does the filled in circle mean new or full?
Yes, this should be the right date. Let's see here.
Not filled in is full, which makes no sense. Prominent. Ew. Reported as a suicide death of Eric Holloway on March 12th. Building at 4 Verdant Street. The Green Road. There are links to the brutal motel stabbing of nurse Rose Taylor on Statehood Day. The hell is Statehood Day? Symphony in the Streets. Cyber Shack. Police raid Cyber Shack. Anything else going on? Well,
Eric's address isn't too far away, but I should learn all I can here before I visit any of the crime scenes. Coming up last, the very first victim of the Soothsayer.
Very first victim of the Soothsayer that you know of. St. Patrick's Day? Is that what we were talking about holiday-wise? Statehood Day. It is a thing, okay. Whatever, game.
Yes, this should be the right date. Let's see here.
Awesome. We did a smart. Azure Sky Motel, February 5th. I'm just going to say there's an occult angle to the killing. Some sort of artifact left at the scene. It's the scrying mirrors. Canine unit. Hacker disrupts traffic system. Oh, we got a whole, like, watchdogs thing going on. Angelina Jolie and hackers. Be cool if it was Eileen hacking people. Union leader ousted amid mafia allegations. Rockport Royal. The Regal Berlin. Savor the timeless elegance of lavender, peppermint, and cinnamon in every Rockport Royal. If you have any information about the murder of Rose Taylor, please contact Casting Police Department 555 fake number. The Dreamers Express rolled out. Look at how much stuff we've written down in our journal. Thanks for keeping notes
That
for us,
should be
game.
everything on the microfilms. I think I'll continue to focus on gathering information today and then head to each of the murder sites tomorrow.
Fine. If you say so. Anything else to say to this guy?
One more thing.
Yes?
We can ask him about everything.
What do you know about Rose Taylor, the first Soothsayer victim?
Apart from Deborah Sinclair, I can't offer much insight on the Soothsayer victims.
Oh, well, fine. We just won't ask you. Do you know about scrying
What
mirrors?
do you know about scrying mirrors?
Not much, unfortunately. They're not within my area of expertise.
Well, do you know of any books? You are the librarian, buddy.
Thanks. I'll come back if I have more questions.
Very well. Good luck.
Look at all those places.
Just outdated casework.
Did she say she was gonna like wait to do stuff tomorrow? So way to like end the day?
I wish, but if I don't shape up and get some work done, I'm gonna end up sleeping somewhere way less comfy. I think I'll look into that church next, the King of Kings. There was no mention of an address for it in the newspapers.
Well, we should be able to figure that out easy.
The Yellow Pages. Handy for looking up people and businesses.
There it is.
Great. I've got the address to the church. I'll head over there tomorrow. I think it's time to see what I can find about the Azure Sky Motel. It's likely in this phone book here. Got the number. I'll call first and see if a visit makes sense. God knows I have to be careful with those last drops of gas left in the bike.
Uh-oh. Be funny if it was like, you ran out of gas. No, you're soft lock.
No dice. Hardly a shocker, she was a celebrity. Nope, nothing. Maybe I'll have more luck with the church. I have his address already.
Oh, well, fine.
Nope. Lots of Taylors in there, but no Rose. I guess that makes sense, seeing as how this phone book was issued a couple months after her death. I should see if I can find out more about Rose Taylor. I bet somebody at the motel has some useful information to share.
I thought we were going to the places tomorrow.
Not yet. I'll focus on research today and head to the murder scenes tomorrow.
Huh. More we have to do at the library? What'd you say?
I should see if I can find out more about Rose Taylor. I bet somebody at the motel has some useful information to share.
Oh, I should call the motel. Dang it. Got a phone, buddy? Guess not.
That an actual avocado tree? Sure looks the part.
Ooh, cool. I mean, steal an avocado one day. Like how there's different cars behind us each time.
Thank you for calling the Azure Sky Motel, your oasis in Cassidy. How may I help you?
Hi there. This is Kathy Rain from Rain Investigations. I have some questions.
All right, then.
Yo, Rose Taylor,
So
what do you got?
I hear that one of your tenants was murdered back in February. Rose Taylor.
No shit. Here I thought the boys in blue ransacked this whole place just for shits and giggles.
That happens more often than you'd think. Come on, man. Help a girl out.
Sorry for the attitude, but you know you're the umpteenth person to ask about that, right?
I get that, so how about we stick with the short version?
Fine. No, I don't know anything that isn't in the papers. No,
Well.
you can't see the room. It's rented out. And even if you did go in there, there's nothing that the cops or cleaners haven't removed since friggin' February.
Understood. So
Did
what
they
about
check
the
the
next
vents?
of kin? She had a husband, right?
Yeah, he came by later to pick up the personal effects. I just met the guy for a few minutes.
Did you catch his name?
I did, but I don't think he'd appreciate me giving out his name to some random lady on the phone. No offense.
I am a bit offended, actually. I'm not some random lady. I'm a licensed private investigator, and a renowned one at that. Ever hear of the Whitmore affair?
That does sound familiar.
Well, that was me. Now, here's a friendly piece of advice. Choose the path of least resistance. I can be a much bigger pain in the ass than this Mr. Taylor, believe me.
All right, fine. It's Orson. Orson Taylor.
That wasn't so hard, was it? Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
It's like, look, don't take out my secrets. I'll give you and tell you what we want. Ask about phone. Hey, I got a phone here.
Do you know anything about scrying mirrors?
Only that our psycho killer enjoys breaking them around his victims, but I have no interest in understanding a nut like that.
What can you tell me about your motel?
The Azure Sky is a long-time family business. We've been serving tenants faithfully for over 40 years now.
Oh, wow, quite a while. So, how many tenants do you have?
We don't keep records of the number of tenants, but we have 50 rooms of varied sizes. We're about 3/4 full, but expecting to be fully booked during tourist season in the summer.
Wait,
Well.
tourists actually come to Cassidy? Somebody deserves a raise for one hell of a marketing campaign.
No patriot of the community, huh? That's a shame. This city has a lot more to offer than people like you give it credit for.
To each their own, I guess. What can you tell me about Orson Taylor, Rose's husband?
Nothing much. Like I said, I only saw the guy once, a week or so after the murder.
Okay, how do you seem?
Like you'd expect. Messed up. Couple of kids, too. Breaks my heart, truth be told.
So, if Rose was married and had 2 children, what was she doing in your motel?
Now that's the million-dollar question, ain't it? You'll get no answer from me. Even if I could keep track of all of our tenants, I don't make a habit of sticking my nose in their personal affairs.
Huh. Was she a regular then?
Not really, just a couple of bookings in January and February. Look, I think I've said enough. Any other questions? We need to wrap this up. I've got calls on the other line.
Well, fine. I don't think there's anything else. Soothsayer, what do you know?
about the Soothsayer?
I know more than I'd like to. I could have gone without a close view of his handiwork, that's for sure.
I can imagine. A brutal stabbing, I take it?
No offense, but I'd rather not go over that again. It's all in the papers, if you're so dead set on getting all the gory details.
Well, fine. Goodbye.
That's all, thanks.
You're welcome. Have a great day now.
I'm gonna sleep now.
I should try to get in touch with Orson Taylor next. Hopefully he's willing to talk to me. All right, found the husband's number. Here's hoping he's willing to talk to me.
I'm sure this is gonna go well with Orson.
You've reached the Taylors. No one's home right now, but if you leave your details after the beep, I'll get back to you.
Hi, Mr. Taylor. This is Kathy Rain, private investigator. I was wondering if I could ask you some questions. You can reach me at 555-142-062. Thanks in advance. Bye.
Is that not enough numbers?
I think I followed up on what I can today for each of the different victims. Just one thing left to do. I noticed that the Gazette had the best coverage of the Soothsayer out of all the city papers. I think it's time to pay a dear old friend a visit.
Ooh. I'm gonna go meet Eileen. Isn't she working as a reporter now? The Gazette.
All right, here we are. Let's see how E is doing. Hello, sunshine. How's my favorite Christian reporter?
Oh, what do you want, Kathy? I'm on a deadline here.
No small talk, huh? Can't I check in on a friend?
I wish, but we both know you only show up when you need something.
Ouch. Well, I did have something I wanted to talk to you about.
Let's hear it then.
What do you know about Rose Taylor, the first Soothsayer victim?
She worked as a nurse, I think. Other than that, I don't know much.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
The serial killer? But... Oh no, it's that stupid reward, isn't it?
You betcha. Money in the bank, baby.
Ka-ching.
Brother. I'd say this is a terrible idea, Kathy, but it's not like you listen to me anyway.
Oh,
This
come
is
on,
the
Eileen.
original
Don't be
hipster
like
back
that.
here.
No, don't even go there. Do you know how many times I had to go to HR to get people to stop quoting that stupid song?
Poor old Johnny Ray sounded sad upon the radio.
Art, make her stop.
Why? It's not a half bad performance.
You guys are like peas in a pod.
Ugh, well, now I lost my groove. I hope you're happy.
Ecstatic. Are you done wasting my time now?
Oh, lighten up, E. Aren't you thrilled about another big case? Teaming up, just like old times?
You can't just pretend nothing happened, Kathy. You fired me,
Oh.
remember?
Well, she probably didn't have enough money to pay you.
I'll unfire you?
Yeah, right. How do you even know you'll get that reward? This is Cassidy we're talking about.
I was thinking the same thing, but Lucas did his homework. He says this new mayor is the real deal.
That silly old man. He just wants one last case with his protege before retirement, even if it means you'll get yourselves serial killed.
And I'm all here for it.
Of course you are. It's not like self-preservation is anywhere on your hierarchy of needs.
Can't argue with that.
Not much.
Oops.
You should ask Art. He's much more up to date on that stuff, being our crime correspondent and all.
Like, go bother Art.
I'll let you get back to your work.
All right, see you later.
Art Hopkins, just the man I need to see.
That's so. This better be good.
What do you know about the
What do you
Soothsayer,
know
buddy?
about the Soothsayer?
What do I know? I made the Soothsayer. Before me, he was the Mirror Murderer, the Cassidy Ripper, or whatever derivative moniker those dullards at the Times or the Sun can muster up.
Oh, wow. So, what's your take on the guy?
I could see right through you, Rain. You're a bad apple, and it stinks all the way up here. Finally got a whiff of that reward, huh?
Can't blame a girl for trying. You've got your sights on that money too, huh?
Who doesn't? It's 200 fucking grand. I got a juicy new lead, too.
A new lead, huh? I doubt it's that impressive.
Nice try. I'm not gonna slip up. Word of advice, go back to your cheaters and insurance frauds and leave the Soothsayer to the big boys.
He looks kind of like similar to an actor. Art's new lead.
What can you tell me about Rose Taylor, the first victim of the Soothsayer?
Don't waste your breath about the Soothsayer. I'm not gonna say squat.
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Certainly more than you. I'd be surprised if you ever picked up a book.
Well, fine.
All right, that's all I needed.
Okay then.
Guess you're not gonna be any help.
Hey, E, one more thing.
Yeah?
You might know
Are
about
you
scrying
familiar
mirrors.
with scrying mirrors?
Mirrors.
I think so, yeah. You mean the black ones made out of obsidian, right?
Oh.
Yep. What do you know about them?
Not a lot. I know they've been around since ancient times and that they're quite popular in New Age culture today. My friend Meadow is totally into that stuff. I bet she'd talk your ear off about it.
Oh? Sounds great. Where can I find her?
Let me call her tonight and ask first, okay? She can be a bit peculiar about things.
Sure, not a problem.
You know about Art's new
What do you
lead?
know about this new lead that Art supposedly picked up on the Soothsayer?
Nothing? I don't work with him directly.
Maybe you could find out?
No, Kathy. I respect Art. I'm not gonna mess with his story.
Have you heard of the Azure Sky Motel?
That's where one of those serial killings happened, right?
Yeah.
Thought it sounded familiar. I don't know anything else about it, though.
Shucks. I guess she's not gonna
Do you
know
know
anything.
anything about Eric Holloway, one of the Soothsayer victims?
Not really. I'm sure you know more about him than me.
Oh, you might have been a
What do you
Deborah
know
Sinclair
about Deborah
fan.
Sinclair?
I like her books, but I don't care much for celebrity gossip. Awful thing that happened to her, though.
Still keeping that little bugger around, huh?
Oh, I wouldn't part with Ribbit for the world.
Hey, your brother is pretty hot. Mind if I...
Not a chance, Kathy.
Hey, E, can I have one of your cards?
No.
Sure, go ahead.
I'll come in handy later when I need to give a fake name.
I don't want to ask her about that. This is a nice place you've got here.
I guess. Beats the basement office we had before.
I don't want to ask her about that. I don't want to ask her about that. I don't want to ask her about that.
Fine.
What's your opinion on Art?
Oh, he's a great journalist. I have a lot to learn from him.
But...
No buts, Kathy. Stop trying to stir up trouble.
I should probably look at that before I ask about it.
Okay.
So, how do you like working here at the Gazette?
It's fine.
That bad, huh? My condolences.
I shouldn't complain. I'm grateful to work at a real paper, but the stories they give a junior like me.
I get it. Things are rough at the bottom of the totem pole. What are you working on right now?
Well,
Water skiing squirrel.
it's a feature about this old lady with a very nice pottery collection.
Oof. I feel for you, E. This is a nice place you've got here.
Oops,
I
not
guess.
what I wanted.
I'll let you get back to your work.
All right, see you later.
She respects Art too much to do a little digging, huh? That guy's a grade A asshole. It shouldn't take much to bring that out front and center.
Well. I like how this computer down here's got
I remember that.
pipe
Something
screensaver
about a
going on.
corrupt church. When the story broke, the place was shut down and some of the higher-ups went to jail.
Hey, Art, what's a synonym for
Hey, E, one more thing.
Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah?
So, I heard about this expose Art did on a church here in town.
Well, yes. It's not like Christians are immune to bad behavior.
Well, fine.
I'll let you get back to your work.
All right, see you later.
What the
Oops.
hell do you think you're doing?
Oh, nothing. I was just admiring your stuff.
Uh-huh. Why don't you do that from where I can see you?
Fine, yeesh.
I just wanted to look at your calendar.
Jeez, now that's a busy calendar. Some old sports trophy. Guess Art was into that in his oh so distant youth.
No so distant youth.
Nah, I'm not that desperate to get hydrated. Nice view of the city from up here. Oh, it says someone needs to rehome their cat.
Oh.
I'd be open to that, but Mildred would lose her shit. My fluffball needs her Lebensraum. Of course, he's a green tea guy. Drinking coffee like a normal person would be much too sane.
Like I said, the original hipster.
A roll of tape might come in handy.
Swipe. Huh. Not sure what we can quick on, but I'm gonna take a quick break. We'll be back in a second.
Can I pick your brain for just a few more moments?
You're lucky I'm in a patient mood.
I see that somebody's desperate to milk their achievements on the high school sports team.
You were always picked last, weren't you, Rain?
So, you're one of those green tea guys, huh?
Of course, I take my health very seriously.
Oh, I couldn't tell. You're about 48, right? I can see that receding hairline of yours.
Ha ha, you ain't exactly the poster child for health yourself, Rain. I could smell last night's booze all the way from here.
That's quite the story you've got framed up there on that wall.
Oh yes, one of my proudest accomplishments.
What made you decide to investigate the church?
I had a family member in that parish. They told me some strange stories. Didn't take long for my reporter's instinct to kick in.
Ah, that's simple. Here I thought you were a militant atheist like me.
Don't project your own issues with religion on me, Rain. My goal was to bring those corrupt assholes to justice.
What was the fallout? Some people were arrested, right?
If by some you
Oh,
mean
no.
a lot,
Gotta
yeah.
unmute the mic.
12 people
We got
charged,
Dippin' Dots
9
with ice
convicted,
cream.
and about 100 years of prison time sentenced in total.
It's like Dippin' Dots with like a little bit of ice
Damn.
cream on top.
The state shut the church down too, right?
Oh, sure did.
They should bulldoze a whole block and turn it into a parking lot. That's a shame they didn't have to punish the whole congregation just because the leadership was corrupt.
That's a shame. They didn't have to punish the whole congregation just because the leadership was corrupt.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about. That place was rotten to the core.
It must have taken ages to break that story, right?
Half a year undercover. Now that's a proper investigation.
It would make it 6 minutes, let alone 6 months, among a bunch of embezzling Bible thumpers. That's dedication. Lots of sermons to listen to, I take it.
That's dedication. Lots of sermons to listen to, I take it.
Ugh, too many. I could feel my gray matter shrinking with every psalm, hymn, and other delusion thrown my way.
Ahem.
How do you like working here?
Why? You looking for a job?
God, no. I could never work at a place like this. I have authority problems.
Don't we all? These days, management doesn't dare try to bother me. They know I'm the only reason this place is still afloat, so they let me write whatever the hell I want.
Well, good for you, buddy. What do you think about
How
Eileen?
do you think Eileen is doing here?
I don't gossip about coworkers. Take that shit somewhere else.
I like your thorny little friends there on that windowsill.
The cactuses? Yeah, I can't seem to kill them off, no matter how hard I try.
That's cacti, Art. Are you sure you're a journalist?
Are you sure you're a
fuck
journalist?
off.
It's like, fuck off. These new computers have spell check. Don't you know anything? That's about business cards, kid. I have a
I don't
business
want to
card
ask
of
him
you.
about that. That's a Michiru Pro, right? Early edition?
Correct. You got an eye for quality.
Force of habit. A PI with blurry pictures wouldn't last very long.
Still has her lighter.
I don't want to show that to him.
Within
I
my
think
camera.
my Michiru is a newer model than yours, Art.
Newer doesn't equal better, numbnuts. Are you really that desperate to show off?
Says the guy with his high school sports trophy on full display.
Oh, shut up.
There's like little cookie pieces in there too. Hey bro, you want to see my stun gun?
Oh, I'm sure he'd love that. An easy excuse for calling security on me. I don't want to show that to him.
No? Didn't they write one of
I don't
these?
want to show that to him. I don't want to show that to him. I don't want to show that to him. I don't want to ask him about that.
No?
I don't want to ask him about that. This isn't a half bad office you've got here, Art.
Nobody asked for your opinion, Rain.
This isn't a half bad.
Nobody asked.
Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
Don't waste your breath about the Soothsayer. I'm not gonna say squat.
All right, that's all I needed.
Okay, then.
That wasn't a great look for Art, but I still don't think it was enough to get E on my side. Maybe I can try again?
I adore this.
Can I
Oh,
pick your
damn it.
brain for just a few more
Sorry,
moments?
E.
You're lucky I'm in a patient mood.
So we've got to get them all worked up about the.
I don't want to ask him about that. How do you think Eileen is doing here?
I don't gossip about coworkers. Take that shit somewhere else.
I see that somebody's desperate to milk their achievements on the high school sports team.
You were always picked last, weren't you, Rain?
Can I ask again about that church scoop of yours?
Sure. Always happy to talk about that.
Yeah, that's why he justifies letting you repeat because he's always happy to talk about it.
What made you decide to investigate the church?
I had a family member in that parish. They told me some strange stories. Didn't take long for my reporter's instinct to kick in.
Oh, it must have been tough to ruin a loved one's place of worship.
Oh. Must have been tough to ruin a loved one's place of worship.
They're better off, believe me. I'd prefer to keep them out of organized religion altogether, but at least now they're no longer associated with goddamn criminals.
Oh, there's one. Some people were arrested,
What
right?
was the fallout? Some people were arrested, right?
If by some you mean a lot, yeah. 12 people charged, 9 convicted, and about 100 years of prison time sentenced in total.
Well,
Damn. The state shut the church down too, right?
Oh, sure did.
that's a shame. They didn't have to punish the whole congregation just because the leadership was corrupt.
That's a shame. They didn't have to punish the whole congregation just because the leadership was corrupt.
Place
I
your
don't know
logo.
What the hell you're talking about? That place was rotten to the core.
Must have
It
taken
must
you
have
ages.
taken ages to break that story, right?
Half a year undercover. Now that's a proper investigation.
Someone
That's
listen to. I take it.
dedication. Lots of sermons to listen to, I take it.
Ugh, too many. I could feel my gray matter shrinking with every psalm, hymn, and other delusion thrown my
Here
way.
comes Eileen. That's it. Um, is there one more thing I could ask about?
All right, that's all I needed.
Okay then.
Oof. I don't think Art's Eileen's favorite person right now.
Hey Eileen,
Hey,
did I ever tell
one
you
more
how much
thing.
I respect your
Yeah.
beliefs? You know Art's
Man,
new
I'm
lead.
itching to know what Art's new lead on the Soothsayer is.
I bet, but I wouldn't know anything about that. Not that he's been my favorite person lately.
You could still find out, right? Don't you want to ruffle that arrogant prick's feathers a bit?
Oh, well,
Don't
Pretty
you want to be
please.
evil for me?
okay.
Come on.
Fine. I'll try, but no promises.
You're the best.
Eileen's pixels are looking pretty
Either
good over
that
there.
or I'm just a slow learner.
Alrighty, it's getting late. I'm gonna get out of your hair before Art rats me out and calls security.
Oh, he wouldn't do that. He's not as bad as you think, Kathy. You guys are actually quite alike.
Oh
Uh-oh.
God, you better take that back before you make me take up smoking again.
Oh, she quit? Oops.
I have no doubt you'll be able to resist the temptation. Bye, Kathy.
Bye.
Well, it seems like they don't completely hate each other. It's just that she fired her, but I mean, it's probably because she doesn't have any money at all to pay her. So it's probably more like, not so much like you're fired, but like, just can't do it
Rain
anymore.
Investigations.
Kathy, it's me, Eileen.
Hey E, what's up?
Oh, you know, just burning the midnight oil. So I wanted to let you know that I
Oh,
found
she's
a
back into her
lead on the Soothsayer.
girl in the chair mode.
Amazing. Do tell.
Well, you know those people who were killed? Apparently, they were all under the influence of some sort of illegal drug.
Oh no. Is that flower?
Interesting.
The
What
scythe?
type of
Red
drug?
scythe?
I'm not sure, but this toxicology report here says that the street name is Pyre.
Never heard of that one.
It's a red
I'd better
scythe.
go ask Lionel.
Lionel, who is that?
My drug. Well, a friend of mine. That's all.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'd say you should take better care of yourself, Kathy, but you've heard it all before.
Pretty much, but seriously, thanks E. I owe you one.
My pharmacist.
Don't worry about it. Oh, and by the way, you know Meadow, that friend I was telling you about?
Yeah. What about her?
She said you can come see her tomorrow. She's got an RV over on the west
Ooh.
side, Sycamore Lane 21.
Perfect. I'll go talk to her in the morning.
Okie dokie. I gotta get back to work now, but I guess I'll see you around.
You bet. Catch you later, E.
Bye, Kathy.
Love you, bestie. Pyre.
Pyre, huh?
I have a
I
new
better call
drug
the
to
cop
try.
shop and ask Josh about that.
And she gonna like? It's like the sun's going down.
You've reached Detective Everett.
I'm not available right now. Please leave a message after the beep.
Hey, Josh, this is Kathy Rain. Been a while, huh? Let's meet and catch up. I have something I want to run by you. Hit me up at my work number, will ya? Okay, bye. All right, I guess that's that. Let's see if Lionel is at his usual spot.
New location added. Dealer. Thought we were gonna sleep at some point. Oh, we got the night mode. Downtown. Well, Lionel's not sketchy at all.
Hey, what's up, Lionel?
Oh, look at the reflection.
Hey, girlfriend. You here for the white stuff?
Not
Oh,
this time, buddy.
well. Hey, Kathy.
Oh, you broke?
Kathy loves that. It was
Well,
candy.
I am, but that's not...
Why?
You just broke. Well, I ain't giving you a tab. I'd never see my money back. No offense.
I don't want a fucking Coke tab, Lionel. I just had some questions.
Whoa. What's with the hostility, girl? There's no reason to be unsavory among friends.
Sorry, rough day. Can I run something by you?
Go on, then. I suppose I got some time to spare.
The heck what did we come to ask him about? You know about Pyre,
Do you know
bro?
Pyre?
Oh, yeah. Strong trip, they say. I'd love to get my hands on some of that.
Hard to come by, I take it?
No doubt. I never got so much as a whiff of the stuff.
Oh, really? Who's slinging?
No one I know. Sketchy motherfuckers, though, whoever they are.
How so?
Well, for one, you won't find them on the corner like us, regular hard-working candy men.
Yeah, you're all salt of the earth. How do they conduct business then?
Well, they pretty much don't.
I'm not following.
Well, join the club, 'cause it's some real candid camera shit. Every now and then, one of them dope fiends starts yapping on about some creepy fucker giving them Pyre, and it's always on the house. Trying to run an honest pusher out of business.
Some kind of obtuse marketing tactic?
If it is, those people sure as hell ain't capitalizing on it.
Some half-assed DEA honeypot operation then?
No way. The feds don't give a fuck about Cassidy, trust me.
Who are these fiends then? Got any names?
Nah, I don't ask for names. And the junkie clientele all look the same to me, no offense.
Ha. So you don't know anyone who could get Pyre? Some drug dealer you are.
No, I didn't say that. There is this one person who just might be able to pull it off.
Yeah?
A friend of the boss. Ultra-wealthy connoisseur. Tries everything once, apparently. Rich. I mean old money rich. Deeply connected.
Quite the sales pitch. Are you gonna give me a name or just leave a girl hanging in suspense?
Now. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Surely a gumshoe such as yourself is well aware that information is a commodity.
I told you, I'm fucking broke,
Them
Lionel.
voice acting.
And I ain't deaf.
Commodity.
We're talking a simple exchange. If you find out who's slinging Pyre, you send the Love Lion a word.
Deal. Loaded guy's name, please.
It ain't a guy, strictly speaking. It's one of those, transsexual types. Prefers to go by the name Hannah Verdue.
Hannah Verdue, huh?
That rings a bell. Some French family, right? Mine owners?
You tell me. Sounds about right.
Oh no, we've gotten to the woke part of the game. Is there anything else we need to ask him?
What's your take on the Soothsayer?
That creepy motherfucker got the whole town on edge, don't he? Funny how City Hall didn't give a damn until one of those celebrity types got killed. Embarrassing look for the city, huh? I suppose it was just a matter of time until Cassidy got our own Ted Bundy. Place like this with no hope? breeding ground for psychos.
We'd have to
What
know
do you
the
know
Jane
about
Doe,
Jane
wouldn't you?
Doe, the unidentified Soothsayer victim?
Look, I don't know nothing about those murders, victims, whatever. Don't bring that shit up with me.
Are you familiar with the Azure Sky Motel?
Nah, haven't heard of the place.
Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
You ain't serious, right? Do you remember who you talking to?
Oh, forget it then. What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Nothing. What is that? Some new age shit?
Oh, never mind. So, what do you know about Hannah Verdue?
Not much, but I know she owns and runs a place on the south side, the Club of Hearts.
Catchy name. Casino?
Poetry club, if you can believe that.
I can. Sure sounds like an appropriate waste of money for a Verdue.
Yeah, I suppose those motherfuckers ran out of rooms to put golden bathtubs in.
Either that or mammoth wool rug suddenly went out of style. So
What
that
about
poetry
the Club of Hearts?
Do you know where it is?
South side, that's all I know. Never patronized myself.
I don't need to ask him about that.
Okay.
Fast cash. The sign mocks me.
Short on dough, huh? That ain't a problem. You just gotta loosen up your moral compass is all.
Would if I could, but I think that thing's way too loose already.
I sincerely doubt that, girl. You play tough, but you ain't fooling anybody. Deep down, you a softie.
Oh, quiet you. This place is pretty well fortified.
Ooh, look at the
huh?
reflection in the window,
Girl,
too. Wow.
You lost? This ain't exactly Beverly Hills.
Did so well.
You know if this guy's one of those ruthless loan sharks?
Nah, he
There's
ain't
like
so
slight
bad.
movement in the hair and
Better
stuff,
not
too.
push him too far, though. He knows some bad people.
Some people. Such as you?
No comment.
Cigarettes?
You're not smoking nasty old Rockports from that machine, are you?
Very funny. You know the Love Lion's got impeccable taste in tobacco. Only the best imports.
Best imports, huh? We'll remember that.
That's it. Later, Lionel.
Until next time, hot stuff.
Love the reflections in there. Looks so good. Do we need to talk to him more?
I better look up that poetry club in the phone book.
phone book. What the hell is that?
All right, found an address. They're not open until Friday night, though. Guess I'll have to wait a couple of days. Ugh, I'm beat. You want to hit the sack, girl? Come on, then.
Kitty. Oh, we gonna get like a crazy dream or something?
So, there's something I need to tell you.
Yeah, I know, kid. Time to move on, huh?
Yeah. Is it that obvious?
I wouldn't be much of a PI if I couldn't see the writing on the wall for this one. It was nice having you around, though, kid. You spruced up the place, I gotta say.
Well, don't get lazy without me. I'm sure you still have a couple of years of detective work left in you.
Oh, that's all I need. Just a couple of more cases. Then I'm riding off into the sunset.
What's going on with
Uh-oh.
this?
What do you mean?
Dead by Daylight.
Something wrong with my vacation outfit? I've always been a sun-kissed kind of guy.
Okay, Kathy. Enough loitering. Time to get back out there. You've got places to be.
Day 2. Here. Newspaper articles collected now. Message. See what
Let's
this
see
is.
here.
This is Orson Taylor. I only have one thing to say to you. Eat shit and die. Yeah, you heard me.
It's kind of two
I'm
things,
sick
but whatever.
of being harassed by vultures like you. Stay the hell away from me and my family.
Yeah, I get it, bud. No need to be an asshole.
It's completely
Let's
take
see
it off.
what this other message says.
Oh, another message.
Hey, Josh here. Busy day today, but I'll swing by your office tonight after my shift. All right? See you later.
That's better. Hopefully he can give me some insight on Pyre. All right, that's it for messages. No hit. Unsurprising with her being one of those elitist types.
Let's find Pyre in the phone book. Oh, interesting. What do we have here? It's from Eileen.
What's this? Pyre is the key. T. Damn. This T knows what I'm up to. The question is, are they friend or foe?
Time to look up T in the phone book. We should have a lot of places unlocked to go. Meadows trailer. Let's try that one.
A missing cat,
So pretty.
roommate wanted, junk for sale. Oh, and a Rachel complaining about neighbors blasting satanic death cult metal music. I gotta meet this
Awesome.
neighbor and maybe bring my boombox for good measure.
Steal some mail.
Notes left from friends and family. Nothing in particular stands out. Standard issue forensic seal. If somebody unauthorized is caught breaking this, they're going to jail. Hooked on Jesus, huh? Guess they'd get along with Eileen. Eric's apartment under lock and seal. Eric Holloway. Rachel Wang.
Can't go any further.
The next door neighbor of Eric. No reason to bother them unless I have reason to believe they knew Eric well.
Okay.
Notes left from friends and family. Nothing but overdue bills. I don't think that's worth tampering with.
Frag.
Frag. Boy, this person gets around. I've seen their work all over town.
Maybe we had to meet Frag one day.
Pretty tasteless if it wasn't here before the murder. God, I wish my apartment building had working AC. Been nagging my landlord for months about it. I think I'll save my climbing quota for later.
So there will be climbing later, though. Someone was out here smoking. Oh.
Tons of spent candles. After dark, this little shrine must have looked quite nice under candlelight. Hello, Eric. Sorry you had to die like this. It's all generic condolences, except this note here. I miss you. It should have been us. May God watch over you. R.W.
That sounds suspicious.
That must be Rachel Wang downstairs. I should go have a chat with her. All dried up. No surprise, it's been months since the murder.
Nice subtle parallax going on in the background.
Who is it?
Hey, I just want to talk about Eric. I'm a private investigator.
No, no. No more detectives. Please, go away.
Well, that went well. I guess she doesn't trust people in my line of work.
Oh. Interesting.
It's Eileen's business card. Eileen Summers, junior reporter. Her work number here might be useful. I'll add it to my notebook. There's a Bible quote printed on the back. You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. John 8:32. Pyre is the key. T. Damn. This T. Hey, it's Rachel, right? I dropped my card in your mailbox. I just want to talk.
You're a Christian reporter? What do you want?
Only to talk to you about Eric. It's for a story. A respectful one.
Oh, I suppose that would be alright.
I'm glad. Could you open the door? It's hard for me to hear you out here.
Did you wash your hands? I can't risk getting any germs in here.
Of course. Can I come in?
No, I prefer it like this. I have a
No.
weak immune system.
Sure. No problem.
Okay. Ask your questions then.
Well,
Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
I've heard of it. but
those heathens, I
belong
hope
to
they
a
burn it. I
different
mean,
church.
yeah.
So, let's talk about Eric.
All right. What do you want to know?
What was Eric like as a person?
Oh, he was just such a kind, loving man. Not a bad bone in his body. He had so much going for him. But then bad things happened, sending him down a dark path.
What bad things?
Sarah, the girl he was planning to marry, she killed herself.
Oh, damn. How did he cope with that?
This new
He
drug called
became
Pyre.
depressed. I did my best to help. Tried so hard to be his friend and bring Jesus into his life, but he wouldn't let me.
I see. What happened next?
He started doing drugs. He was out of it on more than one occasion, acting all confused out in the hallway. One time, he was so messed up, I had to help him to his bed. I saw lots of paraphernalia.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
Well, then there was all the women, of course. All those filthy harlots and temptresses. They just
Well.
couldn't leave him alone.
Seen a lot of women when he
Was
died.
Eric seeing a lot of women when he died?
Too many to count. They kept dragging him back into sin. I prayed and I prayed, but they kept on coming. It didn't end until one of those Jezebels killed him. I know it in my heart. That's what happened.
Did any of the women stick out in some way? Maybe one of them acted suspicious?
Not that I can remember. I'd have to check my... I mean... No.
You'd
Been
have to check
taking
your... what?
notes.
Your diary?
I misspoke. Don't mind me. I get confused sometimes.
Some your tapes where you were spying on Eric.
What kind of relationship did you have with Eric?
I totally
I
wasn't stalking him or hiding
loved
cameras
Eric.
in apartment.
I truly did. With all my heart.
But it wasn't reciprocated?
I know it was, deep down. He just couldn't find a way to convey it. I'm sure he would have realized that one day we were meant to be together, if it wasn't for all those despicable floozies.
What can you tell me about Eric's murder?
I wish I had something to share about that horrible day, but I was out like a light after taking something to help me sleep. If I'd had been awake, maybe I could have done something.
It wasn't your fault, Rachel. When did you first learn about Eric's death?
When I saw it on
The
my
morning
spy
after.
cam.
I didn't see his body, which I'm grateful for. I did witness the blood, though, which was horrific enough.
I can imagine. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary during the days before the murder?
no, nothing. Eric and I hadn't spoken for a while.
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Foul implements, used for witchcraft and black magic. You should steer clear of them.
Who? Do you know about
Have
Pyre?
you ever heard of a drug called Pyre?
Goodness, no. I want nothing to do with drugs.
Well, fine.
Have
You're
you
no
heard of the
fun.
Club of Hearts?
I haven't. Never been there.
Do you know the Azure Sky Motel?
That's where the first victim of the Soothsayer was staying. I don't know much else than that, though.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
Only that he's an irredeemable demon. I have faith that when his time comes, God will judge him harshly for all the misery he has caused.
I can see that no one has moved into Eric's apartment yet.
Not yet. No. The police haven't allowed it.
I've noticed quite a few tokens of remembrance around. It seems Eric will be missed.
You don't know the half of it. This place is nothing but a hollow shell without him.
Bringing all those women around.
I don't want to ask her about that. I don't want to ask her about that. I don't want to ask her about that.
I don't think we
Do you
really have
know
anything
Deborah
to,
Sinclair,
else to
the
ask
author?
her.
I've heard her name, but I'm not much of a reader.
What do you know about Jane Doe, the fourth Soothsayer victim?
I heard she was burned alive. I can't imagine the pain.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty bad one.
What do you know about Benedict Townsend, the deacon killed by the Soothsayer?
I know that he was a prominent figure in charity work all around Cassidy. My pastor even held a sermon in his memory.
What do you know about Rose Taylor, the first Soothsayer victim?
Not much. I just know that the police think that she was stabbed to death by the same person that murdered Eric.
Ask you about
What can you tell
yourself.
me about yourself, Rachel?
Well, my family is Korean. We belong to a Methodist church. As for me personally, I guess I'm not that interesting. I don't go out much.
Due to your immune system?
Yes, not that any of the doctors believe me. Agents of Satan.
Uh-huh.
Agents of Satan.
What do you do to support yourself, then?
I've been between jobs for a while now. I get help from my family in the church.
Do you know who Hannah Verdew is?
No, I haven't heard that name before.
That's all my questions. Thanks.
You're welcome. Bye now, and God bless you.
Yeah. You too. Poor girl, this Rachel. She seems to have quite a few issues. I'm not sure how reliable her information on Eric is. In any case, I think I'm done here for today.
We'll have to review the tapes she's hiding in her apartment. Nice looking stained glass. It's really well done. This is that one. Oops. Whoa. What's going on here? Not what I was expecting. I thought we were still going to be in the city.
Hey there, buddy.
Welcome, visitor. You may place your tribute to our lost legend, Deborah Sinclair, on this rock. To your right.
Oh. Great. I'll get on with that in a minute. Who are you?
Name's Randy Malkins, president of the one and only SSS.
SSS?
Sinclair's Saga Squad, of course. From whence do you hail, fair lady?
Oh, I live over in the city. Cassidy.
Ha! I mean, which fan club do you belong to?
Oh, Deb's Dynamic Devotees, of course.
Never heard of it. It must be local.
Yep. Yes, quite local. I'm Kathy, by the way. Kathy Rain.
Oh, that's a lovely name. It sounds like a character in a book.
Well, I certainly have days when I wish I was made up.
Whoa, that's deep.
That's so deep it almost breaks the fourth
wall. Do you mind
wall.
if I ask you a few things?
Always happy to talk to a fellow fan.
So, let's talk about Deborah.
My favorite topic. Don't mind if we do.
Do you know if Deborah was writing a new book when she died?
Oh, yes. Years in the making. Enshrouded in mystery. Now we'll never get to read it.
Do you know what it was about?
I wish, but no. Deb was tight-lipped about that one. All she stated publicly is that it wasn't a sequel.
You ever
Have
meet
you
Deborah?
ever met Deborah in person?
Oh, for sure. A bunch of times. Only briefly, though. At fan gatherings, book signings, and things like that.
Well, obviously. What's your favorite Deborah Sinclair
What's
book?
your favorite Deborah Sinclair book?
Oh, man. That depends on my mood. But I generally have a weak spot for her early experimental work, like Evermore and The Guidance.
Cool.
So, her death. Do you know what happened?
Well, I follow the news like everybody else. I didn't think much of the killings. These things happen. But never in a million years would I expect poor Deb to become a victim.
So, do you know the sequence of events exactly?
Supposedly, some maniac came out here and stabbed her, right in this cabin. No sign of a forced entry, so either the door was open or she let him in.
Any idea of who would want to do that to her? Did she have any enemies?
No, everybody loved Debbie. Whoever did this is a twisted, sick person.
We still have to consider the possibility that it was, you know, one of us.
A fan? No way. I refuse to believe that.
I don't know.
Well, what about the fact that one of the victims was killed on the anniversary of Storm Chaser?
All kinds of stalkers
that's
out there.
an odd one. Not sure what to think, but in the end, only the killer knows why he chose that date.
Would anyone benefit from her death then? Some relative who would get the book royalties, maybe?
She had no close relatives, so I'm not sure who would be next in line. I'd be surprised if she had no written will, though. I bet most of that money will go to charity, benefiting Native Americans.
I don't want to ask him about that. I see you brought drinks.
Yep, perfect weather for some iced tea.
That's a nice little shrine you've set up here.
Isn't it? People have come from all over the country to send Deborah off.
So, how long have you been parked here?
Let me think. 10 days-ish?
Holy Well, that's some dedication, buddy.
Hey, thanks.
That's a nice flower pot over there.
Oh, yes. Deborah adored those.
I don't want to ask him about that. So, it would be pretty interesting to have a look inside the cabin, huh?
Oh, I have definitely entertained the thought. Who wouldn't want a closer look inside the famous cabin of Deborah Sinclair?
So, why not? There's no one else here. I won't tell if you won't.
That's so?
Oh no.
I'm not sure your
Gonna
intentions
get this guy
are
sent to
pure.
jail.
Maybe if I knew you were a true fan of Deborah Sinclair.
Oh, but I am. I told you. I'm a longtime member of Deb's Dynamic Devotees. You know, the old DDD.
Uh-huh. Then I guess you wouldn't mind answering a few questions about our favorite author. Now, would ya?
Of course not. That would be easy peasy for an avid fan like me.
Let me just pull up
I'm
Wikipedia
glad.
on my phone.
Let me just dig out this old butte for you then. Behold, the official SSS membership application form.
A written quiz? Are you fucking serious?
You chicken. Yeah, I figured you were just a poser.
Oh, shut up and give me that thing.
There you are. Let me know when you're ready to hand it in.
Yeah. Here, I finished your stupid...
Oh,
you
no.
might want to try filling in the form before...
I wonder if there's still any of Deborah's mail in there.
I doubt it. If there was, the cops must have taken it.
I don't want to ask him about that. Do you know anything about scrying mirrors?
Not really. I just heard that they were connected to the murders.
Have you heard of a drug called Pyre?
Nope. Never heard of that.
I'll let you get back to your reading.
Don't be a stranger.
Oops, sorry. Get the quiz to do. In between installments of Jenny Payne series, Deborah wrote 2 other books. What do they have in common? Maybe ask the librarian about those? Hey, buddy, who knows everything about what's her name? Sinclair?
Hey there. Back again. Can I get some help?
Certainly. What can I do for you today?
What do you make of this?
I know for certain that Deborah's adoptive father is Sebastian Willis Sinclair. I'm not sure how that relates to some kind of pseudonym, however. I can't shed much light on the other queries. but the computer at the end of the hall might be useful.
Got it. Thanks.
Well, you're no help.
Thanks. I'll come back if I have more questions.
Very well. Good luck.
Sure, 2 other books, which were, we gotta. I'm gonna assume, right? Yeah, what do you say adoptive father was? With the name of the novel? Damn. The Mauve Affair.
If I need a book,
What did he say the adoptive father was?
one more thing.
Yes?
One more thing. The thing I already asked you.
What do you make of this?
I know for certain that Deborah's adoptive father is Sebastian Willis Sinclair. I'm not sure how that relates to some kind of pseudonym, however. I can't shed much light on the other queries, but the computer at the end of the hall might be useful.
Got it. Thanks.
Sebastian Willis Sinclair?
I saw that Deborah Sinclair was one of the financial contributors to the library.
Indeed. This place had gone through a rough...
Thanks.
Very well. Good luck.
Huh. It's all just her. There's no Sebastian Willis.
A bunch of magazines. Mostly celebrity gossip, it looks like. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, you can't cross-reference anything on the quiz. Ooh, we found the hippies.
Oh god, that thing is hideous.
Oh, my lord.
What? Did I step in something nasty on my way here?
Have you attended to your root chakra lately?
I can't say I've been keeping tabs on that one.
Oh, you're such a treasure. Oh, how do I put this? Your root chakra is dog shit.
Oh.
It's a really crappy chakra. If I was a doctor and we were talking about your knee or shoulder, I would suggest just cutting it off.
Oh, wow.
Just cut it right off. It's that bad.
Tell me how
that
you
bad.
really feel.
Oh, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. My chakras are in balance, from my toes all the way to the top of my noggin.
That's just
Toes
peachy.
to
Look,
my noggin.
Eileen told you I was coming, right?
Oh, you're Oh, that's marvelous. Oh, wow. Okay.
What the heck is going on?
I'm sorry, but I can't have such blatant discord in my home. Take this pendant, love. I need a single photograph of you wearing it. Lotus position. Find a place in nature touched by fire, earth, and wind.
I have no idea what you just said.
That's funny. See you later.
What a weirdo. If I want her help, I guess I need to find a spot to take that photo. Fire, earth, wind.
Like how you'd see her reflection. I mean, her, you know, the person behind the glass there.
Not a big fan of the flower, but roasted seeds? Yum. Good selection. I'm partial to cacti myself. If it wasn't for the atrocious backdrop, those could have actually provided some cozy ambiance.
Alright, well I guess that one couldn't do much there. Ooh, look at that pretty view. Cool animation getting off the bike.
Here we are, Constance Hill. This better be worth the trip. What do you know? Nothing but grime.
Ooh, that's the scorch marks. Whoa, look at the crane going back there.
This must
That's
be
cool.
it. This is where they found Jane Doe. No obvious clues. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but I guess there isn't much to find in this place. Well, it ain't city concrete if it isn't covered in spray paint.
Yeah, but we got this, whatever this is.
Hey!
Whoa, hey, jump scare.
You're not supposed to be here!
Kathy Rain's about to taser a dude.
It's a free country, nut job. Step off before you get hurt.
Your face is all wrong! Take it off!
It's about to be stun gun time.
Christ. Cassidy junkies never disappoint.
Well.
I'm not getting near that nutcase again. A fire pit for grilling food, but there's nothing but ashes inside.
So we get a nice pixel art of the
Oh,
city.
neat. I can see my office building from here. There's a fairly big mountain range up north.
Okay. Airplane.
The city of Gleam in all its glory.
Huh. Set him on fire. Oh.
I've got earth covered in this position, but I'm still missing both wind and fire.
What, I thought you'd kind of go up here.
I already looked here. There's no clues to be found. That should be it. I better get this back to Meadow.
Cool. And all we had to do is tase a junkie. Which one? Oh, yeah. Oh, you can see her in the window. That's cool. Let's watch her move. Looks like she's smoking something. Oh, no, we came in.
Wow, look at you! You're positively glowing!
Thanks, I guess. I took that picture you wanted.
Oh, that's okay. I can see that your chakra is well taken care of. Oh, aren't you supposed to have scars, though?
Scars? What are you on about? I've got plenty of emotional ones, if that counts.
Oh, never mind. I must be confusing you with someone else. Have a seat, love.
Well.
Do you want to see the photo I took when I, realigned my chakras?
Oh, no need. That photo was for you, not me.
Okay.
Do you want this back?
You should hold on to it. Your chakras still need a lot of work.
Ooh, Club of Hearts poster, huh?
I see on this poster of yours that you're familiar with the Club of Hearts.
Yep. It's one of my favorite spots in the city.
Yeah? What's so great about it?
Oh, everything. The vibe, the poetry, the people.
Sounds interesting. I'm planning to check the place out tomorrow.
Oh, that's super neat. I'm sure it'll do wonders for your chakras. They're still pretty crappy, you know.
Yeah, I bet they are.
Get it, the chakras are off, okay?
What's that glowy thing on your fridge?
Don't worry about that. It's perfectly harmless.
Okay.
This incense here is, pungent.
Thanks. Do you want to know the secret?
It's got
Sure.
scythe in it.
Salts.
Uh-huh. Nice dream catchers.
Thanks, love. I made them myself.
Guess there's nothing else really to ask about. Asked about the Club of Hearts.
Do you know who Hannah Verdew is?
Of course. She's the one and only queen of the Club of Hearts.
Yeah? Are you two friendly?
Oh no, I'm just a mere patron at her club. I would be surprised if she knew I existed.
Say, you wouldn't happen to be able to score some
Have
pyre
you heard of
for
a
me?
drug called pyre?
Nope, good old shrooms are my kind of high.
Huh, I can see that. Not a fan of psychedelics myself. This gal's got a truckload of emotional baggage. Way too much fuel for bad trips. So, Eileen tells me you know a thing or two about scrying mirrors?
You could say that. I am a practicing clairvoyant. What do you want to know?
What can a scrying mirror be used for?
What can a scrying mirror be used for?
A scrying mirror is a powerful artifact that can be used to channel the astral realm, perform divination, and even commune with spirits.
Ah, can you walk me through your scrying process?
Sure. First off, the room should be dimly lit, preferably by candlelight. I like to use sage smoke to cleanse the air, and then I establish a protective circle to keep any negative energies at bay. I gently place the mirror in a steady position where I can look into it without using my hands. I make sure that the surface is clean and polished. I sit down, relax, calm my thoughts, and close my eyes.
The spirits don't like it if your
visualize my
scrying
intent,
mirror isn't polished.
the knowledge I seek. When I'm ready, I open my eyes and gaze through, not into, the mirror.
I see. And this is when you're supposed to get the visions?
With some patience, yes. The scrying is not always successful, mind you. Spirits are a fickle bunch.
And
why
why is
is
it
obsidian used in traditional scrying mirrors?
Because it looks
Because
cool.
of its rich mystical potency, of course. Obsidian is strongly grounded in the astral plane, which makes it ideal not only as a vessel for divination, but also for protecting the scryer and cleansing any negative energies.
So it's pretty much spiritual duct tape?
Spot on, sister.
Can
Can we do a
some
scrying
scrying?
session together?
Sure. I charge $250 per session.
Whoa.
I can pen you in next week.
I think I'll pass on that one.
How about where can I get
a
one?
scrying mirror?
You're in luck. I have a spare one right here.
Well, for $250.
Someone I don't like left it after a botched divination, so I'm totally fine with giving it to you and pretending I never saw it.
Sure. Thanks.
Oh, and just so you know, this is just made of painted glass. All serious practitioners use obsidian mirrors, so don't expect too much, okay?
I'll try to keep my expectations in check.
Well, shucks. It's not a real scrying mirror. Boo.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
Quite the enigma, aren't they? A soothsayer is a seer, a pursuer of wisdom. An obsessive search for truth often leads down a dark and twisted path. Perhaps that is what happened to our killer?
So do you think the Soothsayer is legit? The business with the mirrors isn't just for show?
Oh, I'm just a silly Wicca. But wouldn't it be goofy to go through all of that trouble just to make everyone think there's something they're not?
Yeah, I guess. Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
No churches for me. Certified heathen over here.
Huh. We should form a club. Time for me to go. See ya.
I
Bye
guess that's
now.
all the relevant stuff. She was more just for the scrying. Goes back to her meditating position. I guess we just got.
The King of
Oh,
Kings
no.
Catholic Church, established 1904.
Someone has car trouble. Why don't you pray to Jesus about it?
Hey there. How's it going?
No time to chat, young lady. I gotta get this old bird up and running. You'll have to come back later.
Engine trouble? Can I help?
Maybe so.
Oh, are you
As
not a
long as you aren't
woman?
a complete dimwit. See that toolbox?
Yeah. What about it?
Well, you're
It's
a
real
woman.
simple.
You can't pick it up,
I'll ask
so.
you for tools. you hand them over one by one.
No problem. Sounds easy enough.
Good. Just don't hand me the wrong thing. That would be an abject disaster.
I think I can handle
Car
it.
will
I
explode
happen
and
to
kill
know
us
a
all.
thing or two about engines.
That's so. There should be smooth sailing then. Let me know when you're ready. Still waiting, young lady. The tool.
All right, I'm ready.
What do you need? A voltmeter? Oops.
What do you need?
Hand over the medium-sized wrench, will ya? Not the rusty one.
Medium-sized wrench.
Can you repeat that?
Medium wrench, not the rusty one.
Oh God, would you hit me?
All right. Now something to cut a wire and check the voltage. That's finished. What's next? Give me the regular pliers and then the big Phillips screwdriver.
Jeez, what? All the tools, huh? Phillips. This one?
Now I need the key set, the mini wrench, and the other big screwdriver, not the one you gave me before.
What did you say?
Can you repeat that?
Now I need the key set, the mini wrench, and the other big screwdriver, not the one you gave me before.
Which one is the mini wrench?
All right, good. We're done with that phase. Let's see here.
Oh no, this boss has another health
Hand
bar.
over the rusty wrench, something to bash with, and the small flat screwdriver, will you?
I don't think that's the right number of tools.
He said rusty wrench and the small flat. Oh, and something to bang with. I thought he meant the wrench was the thing he was gonna bang with.
I got a 6-inch bolt here.
Okay.
A real oily little
Old
thing.
man, I don't need to
First,
hear about
I
your
need something
6-inch
to clean
bolt.
it with,
That's
and then a
gross.
tool
No.
to grip it properly.
Gross. Time to cancel this guy. What'd you say about your 6-inch?
Can you repeat that?
I got a
Tell me about that
6-inch
6-inch bolt.
A real oily little thing. First, I need something to clean it with, and then a tool to grip it properly.
I need you to clean and grip my oily wrench. Oily, whatever he was talking about.
Hand me the other type of screwdriver. Same size as the last one you gave me. Also, I need a wrench 2 sizes smaller than the last fixed size wrench. For heaven's sake. Son of a gun, that made me lose my train of thought. We'll have to start this task all over
dang.
again.
Thought that's what you said you
isn't that
wanted.
just great?
Rusty wrench, something to bash with, and the small flat screwdriver. I got a 6-inch bolt.
Oh man, I
here,
keep
a
getting
real
distracted by
oily
your
little thing.
6-inch bolt.
Let's have the other screwdriver. Same size. And drop a couple of inches from the last fixed size wrench you gave me. Lord, give me strength.
What? Is that what you wanted?
I lost my focus again. Back to square one. Rusty wrench. Something that...
Small flat screwdriver.
I got a 6-inch bolt here. Let's have the other screwdriver. Same size. And drop a couple of inches from the last fixed size.
Can you repeat that?
Let's have the other screwdriver. Same size. And drop a couple of inches from the last fixed size wrench you gave me. I think that did it. Hit the ignition, lass.
Okay, hang on.
Praise the Lord.
I prefer to go by Kathy, but thanks.
I didn't quite catch that, young lady.
Oh, never mind.
I said I'm your god. Bow to me.
Now I think I've deserved a little chat. You're Reverend Winters, right?
Indeed. Hugh Winters at your service. And who might you be?
The name is Rain. Kathy Rain. I'm a private investigator.
Oh, I see. Another one. Very well, ask your questions then.
What do you think about my chakras?
Care to tell me about your church?
Well, the King of Kings is a Catholic church with roots nearly as old as the city itself. These days, we're a fairly small congregation, around 200 active parishioners.
I see. So, how long have you been a priest here?
Coming up on 30 years now.
Oh, wow, that's a long time.
I suppose
Got a
so,
bit of a
yes.
Pepperidge Farm
But
voice
I've
going
been
on.
nothing but content here until the murder, that is. Things will never be the same.
Yeah, I can imagine. So, the reason I really came here was to ask about the Soothsayer.
Very well, go ahead.
Were you the one who found the murder victim?
His name was Ben. Remember that. And yes, I was.
Poor
it was
Ben.
in the rectory, right here behind us.
Do you mind if I have a look inside?
Yes, I mind. It's my home. But the police already ransacked the place, and we had the whole room refurbished for the reconsecration.
I understand. Can you walk me through what happened that night, then?
Well, I
Guys
came
covered
back
it up
late
quick then, huh?
after traveling. The front door was unlocked, which is unusual, but not overly alarming. I entered and kept quiet in case Ben was asleep, but it didn't take long for me to notice that his bedroom door was wide open. That's when my eye caught the shadow of his hanging body. I ran up to the doorway and saw him on full display, and, well, I froze from shock. It was immediately clear that there was nothing I could do. He wasn't moving. He wasn't making a sound, and his face was blue. The world didn't make sense until I got my bearings. Took a small step and heard the cracks of broken glass under my shoe. I saw the mirror shards, and I realized that he didn't do that to himself. Someone must have done it to him. I carefully backed out of the room, called the emergency services, and they arrived shortly thereafter.
Did you notice any other relevant details in the room?
No, like I said, I was in shock. My friend was dead, murdered.
And I totally didn't have
needed
anything to
get
do
the
with it
authorities
at
there,
all.
And I had to go pray.
Understandable. Who do you think did this to Ben?
Definitely wasn't me.
I don't know. But he had plans to meet someone that night. A lost soul, he said.
Certainly wasn't me.
I never inquired in detail, saw no need to ask more. Now I obviously wish I had.
Did Ben keep records of his meetings?
He did, but none were found, so I can only assume that the killer disposed of them.
Sounds likely. Was there anyone that he was seeing like this regularly?
I'm sure. I wouldn't know any specifics. I haven't been involved in that work lately.
I see. Thanks. What do you know about Eric Holloway? The second Soothsayer victim?
Except for Ben, I don't know much about any of these murder victims.
If
Because
you
that
don't
would-
mind
that
me
one was
asking,
yours, Ben.
What was Ben like as a person?
I'm glad you asked, because these days most people know him as Ben, the murder victim. Isn't it a tragedy how a man's life's work can be so utterly overshadowed by his final moments?
Tragic indeed. Perhaps you can help me get a more nuanced view?
I'll try. Ben was a good man, a good Christian, and he always managed to stay optimistic despite leading quite a difficult life.
Difficult how?
I shouldn't say. He wouldn't want me to share all of his secrets. But trust me, he carried great pain.
Fair enough. Did he have any immediate family?
No, and he never married. He had distant relatives out of state, but as far as I know, they were estranged.
Okay. Next of kin?
Never came into play. He had a written will and left everything to charity.
Got it. Thanks.
Oh. Well, who's Charity? Do you know her last name? Don't they have like a stop raid somewhere? You know anything about
What do you
scrying
know about
mirrors, buddy?
Scrying mirrors.
Well, they're pagan instruments used for millennia. It would seem to me they have some ritualistic purpose for the Soothsayer.
What makes you say that? Couldn't they just be a signature or a decoy even?
No, I was there. That room, it was a place of sacrifice. The
Place
view
of
of my
sacrifice,
departed
huh?
friend was a monstrous display. I shall never forget it.
Hey, can you give me
Have
some
you ever
pyre,
heard of a drug
bro?
called pyre?
I haven't, no. Why would you ask that?
Drug tests have shown that the Soothsayer victims had pyre in their bloodstream when they were killed.
That's preposterous. Ben wouldn't go near anything like that. He didn't even drink coffee.
Covertly drugged then, maybe? Or coerced?
Something along those lines. The Ben I knew would never voluntarily abuse narcotics.
Do you know the Club of Hearts?
It may come as a shock to you, but I'm not the clubbing type.
Oh.
Do you know who Hannah
Do you
Verdew
wanna be?
is?
I don't know.
Does the name Rachel Wang mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not, my child.
Huh. Well, I guess we, don't really have much. Can you tell me about my
I
chakras?
don't want to show that to him.
Aw.
I'm glad we managed to resuscitate your old bird, even though I rarely tinker with anything that has more than 2 wheels.
Heh, biker, born and bred, are you? I used to drive a Zen
Her
Kai
father
in
was
my
a
younger
biker.
days.
Oh, no shit. That's neat. Care to tell me about your church?
Well,
I think we already
king
did that
of
one.
kings these days.
I see. So, how long?
Coming up on...
Oh, wow, that's a long time.
I suppose so, yes.
Yeah, I can. I don't want to ask him about that.
Well, fine.
I don't want to ask. You've got quite a nice plot here in the middle of the city.
I suppose so, yes.
Ooh, someone trying to run him out of the city?
It wasn't that special when the church was founded, but the city grew quite quickly around it when the mining in this area took off.
I don't want to ask him about that. What do you know about scrying mirror? What makes you...
No,
I guess we don't really have anything else to ask you, buddy.
All right, that's all. I'll let you get back to the repairs.
Very well. Take care, young lady.
All right, looks like that's all I'll be able to learn about the deacon here today.
What'd you say, honey? Deborah's cabin. Oh, yeah. Deal with Danny's stupid quiz.
This place is smack dab in the middle of the city, huh?
Yeah, it seems like someone wants to get rid of them. Well, I guess we had to get the quiz is the next thing. But it is starting to get pretty late. So next stream we'll finish up this quiz. What it was with the adopted father. That's her pseudonym. Maybe Eileen knows. Shredder gently daydreaming in the hammock, trying to smell the blanket, sipping a glass of blank. She had those certain type of flowers, and then I think probably a favorite drink of some kind. But yeah, next time, more of the investigating. We'll catch the Soothsayer. I'm sure this is will be easy, and we won't be drawn into danger at all. It was cool to see Eileen and is still there. Even though their relationship is strained, I guess. No. Hey. Thanks, Kajum Joe. We'll definitely be doing more of this. What is tomorrow? Thursday? Not tomorrow, but Friday. Oh yeah, I like this game a bunch. Just getting tired because it's late here. But yeah, I love the first game. So looking forward to getting into more of this. And the mystery. I'm sure hopefully it'll get into that supernatural, paranormal side like the first one did. But I was going to go over to What's Her Face's channel. It's where I usually hang out. Playing Doom over there. But those are awesome people. But thanks for stopping by, for sure. Kathy Rain fan. Oh yeah, Yeah, definitely love this one. Also in that point and click realm, there's Duck Detective. I saw a new one also. So it'll be point and click stuff for a while. But yeah, definitely love Kathy Rain as a character and all the story and stuff in the first one. I saw there was a little bit of like we're gonna interact with her mother and get into more of the family stuff. Oh yeah, good year for point and click, for sure. Good year for games in general. So many good ones. Like we just finished Expedition 33, which was an amazing story and soundtrack, amazing gameplay, acting, everything. And so many good. That's all the icons on the desktop there are all the games coming up. Yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with what's her face for a little bit. But thanks for stopping by. Hopefully we'll see you around on Twitch some more. Yeah, it's a fake Windows XP, but it functions like Windows. So like the titles will update with the games and whatnot. I'm slowly automating everything to get it to function like Windows in OBS.